Hello to the members of TOCAE Professionals Incorporated, and congratulations to the awardees of this year's 10 Outstanding Cebu Architects, Engineers, and Professionals. Maayong gabi sa inyong tanan. I hope you are all keeping safe and well. Pandemic or not, this day will always be filled with excitement and pride as you honor the achievements of your colleagues and recognize their valuable contribution to the progress of your communities. Tonight, we gather in this virtual space, still resilient and still determined to celebrate the best in the Cebuano. As we speak, however, the world continues to deal with COVID-19. Cases continue to rise as we become mired, it seems, in a state of perpetual grief for those we have lost. Economies are struggling to rebound, and entire populations edge closer to poverty and hunger. While we scramble to adapt to the disruptions, long-existing gaps in society are getting more exposed and widening. Those in the margins come at greater risk of getting infected, which will delay their return to the workforce, expose their communities wholesale to the virus, and stall the engines of the economy further. Times like this bring great uncertainty, and with uncertainty comes social anxiety and fear. But as we have seen over the course of this past year, and as you have proven in your organization and in your respective fields, it is solidarity that paves our way forward. The pandemic has been a stark reminder. The only way through any crisis is together. The bigger the challenge, the greater the imperative for us to put our heads together in pursuit of a shared goal, to survive, to adapt, to build a truly better normal. We at the OVP have seen the spirit of bayanihan alive and well in the organizations and professionals that we get to work with, from architects who help build our swab booths and temporary shelters for frontliners, to the local officials who rolled up their sleeves to help us launch initiatives like the community learning hubs and our community marts. We have met working professionals who dropped by our office, tired from their own professional duties, but still eager to volunteer for our relief operations. Elsewhere, Filipinos from all walks of life are contributing their skills, filling the gaps where they can, determined to ease their fellow men's hunger and suffering. From the front lines of healthcare facilities to the back doors of relief centers, from big corporate foundations to a room full of friends pitching in for a sack of rice, we have seen Filipino selflessness, sacrifice, and heroism. These people embraced our shared humanity and gave freely, even as they themselves endure anxiety and hardship. All this has only made it clearer. Wala sa ating nag-iisa. Magkakarugtong ang diwa nating lahat. The suffering of one redounds to the suffering of all. In the same way that the progress of the most vulnerable redounds to the progress of all. Embracing this interconnectedness in our work and industries, in our neighborhoods and communities, means resisting the impulse to shrink into islands of self-interest. It means caring for each other, mindful that we all share a single goal: to build a better world, not just for our own sectors and organizations, not just for our own families, but for the rest of our people. So as you gather today, strengthen your bonds of fellowship and establish even stronger bonds with your communities. Deepen existing collaborations and find ways to work on a wider and more impactful scale. Get to know your peers more, find commonalities, and initiate projects together. Find more of you, more who share your vision, more who can share best practices, innovations, plans, and experiences. Listen to each other and work towards more innovation, whether in advocacy, in proposing community-based solutions, or in harnessing technology to pave more sustainable pathways towards the future. I am confident that these awards will reaffirm the values that bind you and the aspirations you share, not just with your peers or with your fellow Cebuanos, but with the rest of the nation. Again, congratulations to the awardees Daghang salamat at mabuhay kayong lahat.